Lindsay Wagner is a name that evokes memories of action-packed television, groundbreaking female heroes, and a time when strong, intelligent women first took center stage in pop culture. Best known for her role as Jaime Sommers in The Bionic Woman, Wagner became a 1970s television legend, but her story goes far beyond science fiction and celebrity. This Then vs. Now biography traces Wagner's journey from actress to advocate, from screen icon to healer, and how she has continued to inspire generations with her strength, serenity, and unwavering authenticity. Lindsay Jean Wagner was born on June 22, 1949, in Los Angeles, California. After her parents divorced, she moved with her mother to Portland, Oregon, where she spent much of her youth. Her interest in performance blossomed early, leading her to pursue modeling in the late 1960s while also attending the University of Oregon and later UCLA. Wagner's natural poise and presence landed her commercial gigs and small acting roles. It didn't take long for Hollywood to notice her quiet charisma, intelligence, and emotional depth. Lindsay's big break came in 1975, when she was cast in The $6 Million Man as Jaime Sommers, a tennis pro who, after a skydiving accident, receives bionic implants. Her character was so popular that she received her own spin-off, The Bionic Woman, which debuted in 1976. The show was a cultural phenomenon, turning Wagner into an international star. She became the first female character in a sci-fi action role to headline her own show, and the first woman to win an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series for such a role. Jaime Sommers was intelligent, kind, brave, and compassionate, a sharp contrast to the often cold or overly sexualized female roles of the time. Wagner insisted on portraying Jaime as a fully human character, exploring not just her strength but her inner emotional life. This depth made The Bionic Woman groundbreaking. While The Bionic Woman defined her early fame, Wagner never allowed herself to be boxed in. After the series ended in 1978, she continued working steadily, appearing in dozens of TV movies and miniseries. These roles ranged from romantic dramas and family sagas to socially conscious films tackling alcoholism, child abuse, and women's rights. Notable works include The Two Worlds of Jenny Logan, 1979, Callie and Son, 1981, and Child's Cry, 1986. Each performance reflected her desire to give voice to characters who were complex, flawed, and deeply human. Wagner also returned to Jaime Sommers in several reunion movies through the 1980s and 1990s, keeping the beloved character relevant for new generations. Then, in the 1970s and 80s, Lindsay Wagner was a household name, not just for her beauty or action roles but for her intelligence and integrity. She was the face of strength that wasn't aggressive, of femininity that wasn't ornamental, and of celebrity that wasn't artificial. Now Lindsay has become a deeply spiritual and philosophical figure. She transitioned from the glitz of Hollywood to the quiet of personal healing and holistic teaching. She teaches workshops, leads retreats, and speaks on topics such as integrative wellness, emotional healing, and the power of empathy. Though she still acts occasionally, her primary work now centers around helping others transform their lives from within. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Lindsay began to speak more openly about her personal journey of healing, which included overcoming ulcers, emotional trauma, and navigating the pressures of fame. She became a passionate advocate for non-traditional medicine, meditation, and conscious living. She co-authored books like The High Road to Health, a vegetarian cookbook, and became a motivational speaker. Focusing on self-awareness, compassion, and mind-body harmony, her message resonated with audiences looking for meaning beyond material success. She founded workshops like Quiet the Mind and Open the Heart, blending psychology, spirituality, and wellness. Wagner emphasized that real healing and transformation come from self-understanding, forgiveness, and the willingness to face pain with honesty. Wagner has been married 4 times and has one son, Dorian, born in 1982. Her relationships, like her career, have been marked by growth and introspection. She has been candid about the challenges of balancing personal happiness with the demands of a public life. Her bond with her son is deeply important to her. She has often spoken about how motherhood grounded her and gave her a greater sense of purpose beyond fame. Though she has largely stayed out of Hollywood tabloids, she's been open in interviews about the spiritual tools she's used to navigate loss, heartbreak, and change. Her honesty has made her a role model for those seeking emotional and spiritual healing. In recent years, Wagner has returned to the screen in select roles, including appearances on Warehouse 13, NCIS, and Grey's Anatomy. These roles allowed her to reach new audiences while honoring her television legacy. She has also embraced her place in pop culture history, participating in conventions, interviews, and documentaries that revisit the legacy of the Bionic Woman. In 2019, she returned as Jaime Sommers in a fan-driven audio drama, proving that the character and her impact endured decades later. Before there was Wonder Woman on the big screen, there was Jaime Sommers. Lindsay Wagner's portrayal broke ground in an era when women were just beginning to be shown as capable and heroic. Her insistence on portraying Jaime with empathy and vulnerability made her character all the more powerful. Wagner inspired countless women and girls to see themselves as more than sidekicks, to be strong, kind, and thoughtful leaders in their own right. Today, she is frequently cited in discussions of feminist television history and is remembered, not just as an action star, but as a game-changer. Beyond entertainment and spiritual wellness, Wagner has committed herself to humanitarian causes. She has worked with nonprofits addressing domestic violence, education, and wellness, particularly for women in underserved communities. Her work with teen programs, prison outreach, and veterans healing reflects her belief that transformation is possible at any stage of life. Her humility and quiet activism set her apart in an age of performative charity. Lindsay Wagner's journey is remarkable, not just for its longevity, but for its depth. She was a television superstar who chose substance over spectacle, an actress who turned into a teacher, a hero on screen who became a healer in real life. Her career reminds us that strength is not just about what we do, but how we show up, love others, and remain true to ourselves. Through every phase, Wagner has offered her audience something more than entertainment. She has offered wisdom, peace, and a path forward.